Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
We lied.
I can see you.
I can see you too.
Wait, I haven't been able to see you, but I can see you with my eyes.
I know. Ever since we stopped filming the podcast last season, I actually haven't been able to see you
at all. No, 100%.
I've only heard you, and I've been seeing just black screen.
And so I've been seeing black screen every day of my life, and I've been hearing you even when I don't think you're there.
Oh my God, I've been having the same thing
unless you've
happen.
been above my bed at night, in the night.
Right. And when you're under my bed, I'm constantly hearing you.
Do you think that's what it is?
That
Do you
might
think
be
it's
what
just
it is.
that? Okay, yeah,
so
no,
here's
that's
the
fair.
thing. We lied.
We lied. And did we know we were lying?
No.
So does that make it a lie? Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely. And it's our fault. We're crazy.
We're crazy. So here's what happened. All right.
Once upon a time, we stopped filming this podcast and we announced that it was going to be audio only because we were so tired of editing our faces, and it made us so sad because we don't like looking at our faces for that long. You can look at it for an amount of time, but
it's like, imagine if you woke up and then you had to look into a mirror for like 5 hours.
5 days straight.
Yeah, that would
just like
suck.
5 days straight, and you can't. And if you're at a bad angle, you're screwed. Or if you think something looks. Anyway,
so what happened
we're
was
like, we can do the podcast if we're not doing video.
We can also, what we realized is, have someone else edit it.
Yeah.
So that we don't have to be sad. So what's happening right now is someone else is in control over our video.
Hot.
Someone else is in control.
Oh, that's so hot.
I know. Everybody stop touching yourself.
God,
Someone else is in control of our video right now, which is excellent for us.
Yeah.
But we do want to apologize for lying.
Yeah, and if you're one of those sick fucks who likes to look at our faces, you can see this episode and all the future ones visually, or you could just listen to it. The first 2 episodes of this season are purely audio. Go listen to them.
But if you want to watch this, you can on YouTube.
You're truly allowed to.
You can watch this.
And hey, listen, we lied.
And you know what? If you're a person who wants to
lie all the time,
then just do
it.
So in honor of our lying, we just wanted to do a quick segment called Our Top 10 Favorite Lies. Stop the music.
That was a beautiful pause for music.
Thank you so much. We couldn't hear it, but you can.
Unless you can't. Unless we didn't put it in.
Oh.
That would be amazing.
That would be cool.
Okay, so top 10 favorite lies of all time. That's a huge ask.
Huge.
I'm going to start out with number 10 because here's the thing. It's not a lie I like. It's number 10 because it's my least favorite of
your
lies.
favorite.
Of my favorite lies, yeah. And this is in reference to the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which we'll be talking about probably for the rest of our lives. If you haven't seen it, you gotta go see it. What's wrong with you? My top 10 favorite lie is Jen Affleck pretending to be getting a divorce from Zach Affleck and then being like, just kidding, we're happily married still.
You're referring to when she posted on Instagram?
There were a lot of posts where her and all the girls kind of did a bit like, oh, Jen's leaving Zach. And if you don't know who these people are, he's a very bad person.
He's a bad dude.
And it's shown in the show. And listen, don't believe what you see on reality TV, but that guy is bad.
He sucks.
And we all want her to get out of it. So it's a bummer it's a joke. It's a bummer that it's a lie.
Right.
There's nothing sexier than watching a woman get out of like a really bad, or watching anyone get out of like a really bad relationship.
I would also say, adding on to that, an honorable mention, maybe 10A of this lie, is that Jen Affleck saying that she's related to Ben Affleck.
Yes.
So Jen and Zach Affleck we're actually distantly related to Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck came out and was like, abso-fucking-lutely not.
He was
no,
like,
we're not.
no, we're not. I don't know you. I don't watch this show.
No.
I am not related to you. I am Ben Affleck.
He's like, get the fuck away from me.
So that's a pretty good lie as well.
A great 10A, yeah. You want to hit me with one? You want to hit me?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, I think we can both agree.
Yeah.
The number 9 spot of our top 10 favorite lies is the universal lie in every Hallmark movie that where a prince will say he's not a prince.
Oh.
In every Hallmark movie.
In every Hallmark movie where there's a prince, at a certain point he goes like, and I'm not a prince.
It's weird.
And it's always for a slightly different reason.
And it's always a Christmas movie.
It's always a Christmas lie. It's the best lie you can have for Christmas.
So a good Christmas lie is saying you're not a prince when you are a prince, and then you meet like a woman in, I don't know, law school or something.
You meet a woman who's a journalist, and it's only a woman who's a journalist.
Yes.
And the only other woman you can meet is a nanny to your little sister.
Oh.
That is the only two types of women you can meet if you're lying at Christmas about not being a prince.
It's so true.
It always ends well. Every time you lie about not being a prince, you think it's going to end badly, but then it ends well.
Yes, because you end up meeting someone who likes you for you, and then you get married, and she goes like, and the bonus is I'm a princess now.
Yeah, and we love that for both of you guys.
And then you get to be the Christmas prince and princess.
Yeah. We looked up all the movies with those titles, and there's like 45 movies that are like A Christmas Prince, The Prince of Christmas, A Prince for Christmas, My Prince is Christmas. Like all
My Christmas is
a royal
Prince.
Christmas Prince, a Christmas Prince for me, a Christmas
Prince's Christmas concert special.
Prince's Christmas concert special.
I don't know if that exists, but I want it to. So if you have
access
Dead
to
Prince's phone number, give him a call and ask him to do a Christmas special from Beyond the Grave, please.
I think that's beautiful. And if you don't, lie to us about it. Pretend that it's happening, and then you can get on our list of top 10 lies. I'm going to go to number 8. It's a classic lie. This is a classic, an oldie, but a goodie. One of the best lies in history, the Trojan horse.
Yeah, the Trojan horse is a great lie.
It's such a good lie. It's an iconic lie.
I would even say it's maybe like one of the first lies.
One of the first lies ever, yeah. Yeah. I think recorded in history, it's probably the first ever lie. No, the thing that's so great about it is it's sick, right? It adds insult to injury. It's like, not only did we trick you, but you thought we were giving you a present.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks. That's like so much worse than lying and saying you're not a prince when you are.
It is also, it's the original malware.
Yeah.
Like,
ooh, that is so good.
Yeah, click this link to meet hot singles in your area. No, just kidding. It's a computer virus.
Yeah.
That is a Trojan horse.
Click this horse to meet
hot horses in your neighborhood.
Just kidding. It's an army.
Yeah, and so it really is like when you're trying to meet a hot single horse in your neighborhood.
Right. Lonely moms.
And then you realize it is an army.
It's just malware.
So anyway, that's just a really good example of that.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. I love a Trojan horse.
I love that.
Okay, this one, number 7 on our list, is, I don't know if you count it as like a full lie, but it is like not saying the truth.
Okay.
This is when in the Bible, Moses' mom goes like, "What son?"
So, okay.
And then floats him down the Nile.
Oh, okay. So here is a fun fact about me. I know no Bibles.
Okay, gorge.
I know no Bibles. Can you explain the story a little bit?
I went to Hebrew school, I think 3 days a week.
Oh, beautiful.
When I was a child before my bat mitzvah, and then also Sunday school.
Okay, cool. So I know no Bibles.
And I hardly listened.
I do know funny things about the Bible that are like things that are worth knowing that are like silly or like
I would
stupid.
say this is worth knowing.
Okay, please hit me
because you're going to want to do this to your son.
Oh my God. Okay. I love that.
So in the Torah, and here's the other thing. When I say I didn't listen in Hebrew school, I did not listen in Hebrew school. So if this is not right, don't come for me.
Yeah, and definitely don't come for me because I don't know shit and I'm saying that.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't care.
So get away from me.
Get away. In the Torah.
Back the fuck up.
In the Torah, in the story of Passover.
Okay, love that.
At the beginning, the Pharaoh's like, ooh, no Hebrews, no Hebrew sons.
I was about to say iconic. Before I realized what you were saying.
Yeah, I don't even think you should call that iconic.
I was like, you were like, the Pharaoh was like, and I was like, absolutely iconic.
You're just too supportive. That's what it is.
I am. I'm supportive of the wrong people. Yeah. Thank you so much for seeing me.
You're so supportive. And then the problem was that sometimes when somebody is like, it's the Pharaoh, sometimes we can't be supportive.
You can't support.
So the Pharaoh was like, no Hebrew sons. Boo. I hate the Hebrew sons.
See, boo. Okay,
really good.
That well.
And I was about to say Noah's mom. Wow, truly, I don't know if I ever was in the class. Like, okay, so Moses' mom, Moses was like a Hebrew son.
Yeah.
Moses' mom was like, what son?
Oh, and then she put him in the basket down the river?
And then put him in a basket.
Oh, that's a lie. That's a full-blown lie.
Floated him down the Nile River where he landed at the Pharaoh's house.
Right.
And the Pharaoh's,
raises him or something?
I believe the Pharaoh's like daughter or like wife or something is like, fuck yeah, we got a baby.
Oh, yeah. I'm always doing that. I'm always waiting by the river.
So, like, whenever you have a son, you're going to want to send it down the river.
If I have a son, I'll send it down the river. If I don't have a son, I'll wait at the base of the river.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful lie, and it's also just such a cool way to be hidden.
That's beautiful.
Like, to be
I love to be
floated
hidden.
down a river.
Okay, number 6 on the top 10 lies.
Obviously,
the American Dream.
This is a lie. It's not real.
Number 5.
Number 5 is... Number 5 on our list is the classic folktale of the Emperor's New Clothes.
Oh, my God.
Simply because the idea of showing up somewhere naked and being like, you see my clothes, you love them, is
it's
shocking.
Iconic. It's great.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is... it's not even the Emperor's lie.
No, it's not. It's passed on to him.
The Emperor is gaslit.
He is.
And maybe that's a statement on something where if you're giving someone invisible clothes saying these are the finest clothes, that's the lie, right?
Right.
You can gaslight someone into
lying themselves.
Into not only lying to themselves and others, but to indecent exposure. Mm-hmm. And I think that's beautiful.
A good message. Yeah. And I think that's also belongs on our second list of top 10 gaslighting.
top 10. We have to do that. Top 10 gaslighters.
That it's like a really good gaslighting situation.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful. We have number 4 on the list.
Oh, yeah. Number 4 on the list is the lie that Dan Povenmire created the Minions. This is a little TikTok specific and more specifically our friend group specific.
Yeah. Our friend Carolyn Dunton, shout out
to Kara,
has created this lie and has spread it pretty far and wide.
Spread this lie basically all around her side of the internet, that Dan Povenmire, the creator of Phineas and Ferb, who we know, we had him on the podcast before, created the Minions.
Which he did not.
They're from a completely different franchise, the Despicable Me franchise. Shout out to Cinco Paul. This is all the facts you're getting. But the lie is that Dan Povenmire created the Minions, and that lie is everywhere. So keep spreading it if you can. We're trying to spread disinformation here with our podcast.
It's a good lie because it is a lie.
And he hates it.
Okay, so number 3, I just want to preface this lie with saying I believe it. I believe that it's true. Because I believe women.
Why did you... Okay, fair. I was going to say, why'd you put it on the list?
Because I believe women.
I'm so supportive. Let's go.
Okay. Number 3 on this list.
Yeah.
Paula Abdul claimed that in 1993 she was in a plane crash and there is absolutely no record of said plane crash.
Oh, fuck.
I am obsessed with this lie.
What the fuck?
Here's the thing. It is proven to be a lie. Like,
it's proven.
It's proven. Like, there are no hospital records. There are no records of a plane crashing in the area that she said it crashed.
How old did she say she was?
Okay, so that's the other thing. Yeah. She changes the story a few times. She said she was 27. Another time she said she was 30. If you look at the year, I think it's proven she was like 31.
Okay.
If that's true.
Right.
But she claims that she was like, it's the reason I took 7 years off of my career before I did American Idol. And then she's also like, oh, I had 10 surgeries in my back. But there is no record of any of the surgeries. There's no record of the plane crash.
Oh my God. Okay, and there's no way it was a private plane, correct?
It was supposed to be a small plane.
Okay.
It was supposed to be a 7-seater plane.
Oh shit.
But no one has seen
And there's no record
of
it, and it's proven to be a lie.
No record of it.
What do you think she's covering?
I don't know.
Or do you think it's just for fun?
Here's the thing. I believe her. And here's the thing. I believe that
women.
I believe that both can be true. I believe that this is a lie and did not happen. And also it did happen to Paula Abdul.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
I am going to say yes.
Both can be true. No?
Listen, I don't want to get into quantum shit right now.
No,
but
do it.
I'm going to say that, like, fuck everything. Fuck logic. Fuck our concept of space and time. Sure. I think yes. I think if she said she was and she also wasn't, she absolutely was and was not.
Yeah. The National Transportation Safety Board was like, no, Paula Abdul, you were not in a plane crash. And I'm like, yes, she was.
Oh, yeah, she literally was.
Because when you see the videos of her talking about it, you're like, oh, you were in a plane crash. But
what the fuck?
When she talks about it,
does she get teary? Or
she's like, I had 10 surgeries on my back. Now, are there any record of the surgeries? No. The only record of her going to the hospital around that time was for the flu. This is my Bermuda Triangle.
Okay,
like, this is my Area 51.
I love that.
And I need a documentary full length.
Now, here, I'm going to just throw something in here. We don't think space has anything to do with it, right? We don't think this could be an alien plane crash and she had 10 alien surgeries. Like, you know, the woman on the Demi Lovato show who has like 307 alien
miscarriages.
Babies? Yeah.
Yes. Actually,
maybe
Paula Abdul was abducted. Wait.
Okay, you're putting it together.
Paula Abdul was for sure abducted when she was in a 7-seater plane. There is no record of any of it because aliens.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Well, there we go. Number 2.
Oh my God, this is just a classic.
It's just a classic. It's a little controversial sounding at the very top, but we're just going to go for it. Number 2, the Salem Witch Trials.
Icons.
Obviously, this was a tough one because of all the people that got murdered.
But it's also extremely cunt.
Yeah.
It's extremely cunt.
It's extremely cunt to just accuse someone of black magic because you don't like them.
It is truly so cunt. Yep, I agree. It's like really, I really do feel like also being tried as a witch is cunt.
Oh, it's so cunt. Being tried as a witch is cuntier than anything. That's iconic.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Like, imagine if you could be like, my friend ignored my Venmo request for the Uber.
Yeah.
I saw you with the devil, actually.
Oh my God, I saw her dancing with the devil.
I saw her dancing with the devil.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
It was a great period of time for mass lies. It was mass hysteria, right? But it was mass lies because everyone's just making shit up for fun.
So fun.
So fun for them. They must have had so much fun. Yeah.
It is like a bad point in time for women, and which we have stated that we believe women.
We believe women.
But at the same time, how cunty.
How cunty. And simply... That's why it's at number 2.
Okay, and then number 1 on our list. And this is a great lie that is still circulating the internet.
Yeah.
Birds aren't real.
Oh, we love birds aren't real.
We love the lie that birds are not real.
Yeah.
We love the lie that birds are drones.
All birds are drones. They're not real animals.
It's an excellent conspiracy theory. We know it is a lie. It is perfect.
It's a perfect lie.
And it's just a really good one.
Brought a lot of people together.
Yeah. Oh, it really did. Such a sense of community within that lie.
There really is. I feel like that lie, out of all of the conspiracy theories, there's the most harmless sense of community behind that lie. I think there's an uplifting sense of community there.
Absolutely. Especially because it was created to bring people together. It was created.
It was created to bring people against birds.
Right. Which I think having a common enemy brings
always
people close together.
Yeah, my cousin Ian always says real friends have the same enemies.
It's so true.
You know, I have an honorable mention for top 10 lies.
Do it.
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a good one?
That's a really good lie.
It's one we all say every day. We all say it every day. I cannot count the amount of times I've said it this year.
I'm great. I'm good.
I'm great. I'm good. I'm doing good. How are you? How have you been? I'm good. No, I've been good. Because obviously no. Obviously not.
Not always.
But what am I going to tell you? Like if someone in a meeting is like, oh, how are you guys? And I've had a shit day. Am I going to go like, I'm traumatized and devastated. This has been a sick, tough year. Or am I going to say, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to say the second one.
No, that's so fair.
Yeah. So that's just a lie we can all get around.
We can all get behind that lie.
We can all stick behind that lie.
And that was top 10 favorite lies. I really do think maybe there's no music put in here.
I would love that.
Okay, cut the music. There's no music, maybe.
Last time we did an episode, we offered a very specific matchmaking service where if you DM us on Instagram at Syd and Olivia and you tell us a little bit about what you're looking for and a little bit about yourself, we would try to match you up with someone else from our DMs.
Yep.
We have gotten a lot of people.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. I would say, honestly, if you're hearing this now for the first time, or if you were thinking about it and you haven't done it, just send in some more stuff. I think that as ethical matchmakers, it's the responsible thing to do to make sure we have a good match instead of just randomly spewing shit, right?
I was just going to say that. We don't want to match you with someone until they are the one.
Yeah, we don't want to match people, and maybe starting next episode or the following episode,
we can
start announcing some matches. But we just want to make sure that we're not randomly matching people just because.
No.
We want to make sure we get it right. So please send us a short bio about yourself, anything you want about yourself, what you're looking for.
And to the people who have already sent us a bio.
We've got you.
We've got you. And also,
we've got you.
What a catch you are.
I know. You are all so sexy.
We have some like lovely catches.
And you're all adults.
You're all adults. One person, shout out to one person who was like, I'm not 18 yet. I'm going to be 18 in December. Can I be in the Rolodex? And I was like, absolutely not.
Hit us up in December.
Hit us up in December.
Hit us up in December.
I literally said on your birthday, I think they said it was like December 15th or something.
We love that for
I was
them.
like, on December 15th, you're in the Rolodex.
What's the number one rule about the Rolodex? No kids in the
children.
Rolodex.
No kids in my Rolodex.
What else happened?
Oh yeah.
Well, we've been watching some really great stuff recently.
Yeah, we would love to maybe we should do a segment where we recommend a movie.
What cursed shit have we been watching?
Or like recommend something
cursed
terrible.
Movie recommendations.
Okay, so this is a cursed movie recommendation.
This is a segment called
Cursed Movie Recommendations. Okay, cut the music. We found a new music.
We found a new music. Now cut the music. Now cut out the music because we found new music. We found new music.
We found a new music.
There's an event called We Found New Music.
Is there really?
Yeah.
We found a movie that you need to watch because if we had to watch it, you do too.
Exactly. Guys,
awesome.
I can't keep my pants on about this movie.
I can't keep my garters up about this movie.
My suspenders are flying off.
Oh my God.
Hitting the wall.
My
getting stuck in the
bloomers
ceiling fan. My bloomers are upside down.
So this movie is called The Amish Stud.
Okay, The Amish Stud.
And it is
the best movie I've ever seen.
Way better than it even sounds.
Yeah. So it's a Lifetime movie. Mm-hmm. I think it's on Hulu, right? We saw it on Hulu?
Yep.
It is based on a true story.
It is a true crime movie.
Yeah. A true crime Lifetime movie.
Yeah. About an Amish stud, as it says in the title.
Duh.
Who is cheating on his wife with several women from the English community.
If you don't know that much about Amish people refer to non-Amish people as English people. Mm-hmm. So that doesn't mean they're English, like British. That's just the term.
So there are all of these women who are fucking this Amish guy. And he comes to their home in like full Amish clothing.
Yeah, well, the movie starts with him fishing with an English guy, and then the English guy gets a call because the Amish guy doesn't have a cell phone that we reveal. He does. He has a sidekick. We reveal later.
Yeah. Also, don't give him a sidekick.
Yeah,
are you kidding
me? Give him a fucking iPhone. Actually, I don't know what time this took place.
Oh, I don't know either. They did not make that clear.
The Amish guy's friend gets a phone call, and he turns to him and he's like, "Your wife is dead." And then the Amish guy like falls on his knees and is like, "No, my wife is dead." So then the movie takes place kind of back and forth through time.
Yeah. And I'll say it does jump through time in a way that is pretty willy-nilly.
Oh, it's amazing. They go back to them being 16. Mm-hmm. Him and his wife when they meet.
And they look
exactly the same. Exactly the same. They didn't do a thing to make them look different.
It's pretty awesome. You definitely have to watch this movie, especially for the line where when the Amish stud asks one of his lovers to burn down his house with his wife and children inside. Yeah.
And she says, wait, but what about the children? And he goes, don't worry, they'll go. No, he goes, ugh, it's okay. They'll go straight to heaven.
And then she goes, right. Wait,
no,
what?
What? Yeah.
She immediately is like, right. And then is like, wait a second.
There's like a really weird...
I don't think I want to kill the kids.
Yeah. And then she doesn't.
There's
like a really weird steamy scene where he tries to get his Amish wife to give him a blowj.
A blowjy poo.
And she says, of course I can't because God would be horrified. He would be disgusted.
And he's like, you need to submit. And she's like, I love to submit.
It's like this really sexy scene. And then you realize, like, no, it's not because she's just, like, not into it.
It feels very Pornhub. And then halfway through, you're like, oh, it's not.
It feels like softcore porn in the way it's done, and then when she's like, no, I don't, it's like, oh my God, wait, no.
It reminds me of when FX did the show A Teacher.
Oh my God.
And every episode would end in like a very steamy, hot scene between a supposed high school student with his teacher. Yeah. And it was like, unfortunately, very hot.
Well, also, no foreplay. Dry penetration.
So, like, not logistically hot.
Yeah, we need to make
but in theory hot.
A list of all the all the movies and TV that have just dry penetration and the ones that include any foreplay at all.
It is just like logistically probably not fun, but it theoretically looks fun.
They did it well.
They did it in a way where it makes you go like, ooh, mama, wah, wah, wee, wah. And then, so that's what I do when I'm turned on. Yeah. That's why no one wants to have sex with me. So then right afterward.
Scream it the whole time.
Oh, mama, wah, wah, wee, wah.
You have a megaphone you bought.
Yeah, it's my megaphone. But then right after that, it immediately cuts to a title that's like, if you or anyone you know is being groomed.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
So it's like, you're giving us mixed messages here.
Yeah, you're telling us like, isn't it so sexy?
Yeah, you're playing music that's essentially like, bow, ba-dum, bow, bow. And you know, like, the sexiest kind of music.
Yeah, that's really sexy.
That's
what
guys.
I sing when you have sex in the same room with my megaphone.
When you're under my bed.
Yeah, when I'm under your bed.
Right, and we brought it back. So anyway, you definitely need to watch The Amish Stud.
You got to check out The Amish Stud. Endless fun. Endless sexy fun.
Yes, and when you watch it, let us know.
Yeah, please let us know.
And that's your movie recommendation for today.
And you might as well take a look at the real Amish Stud online versus the one they cast because...
What? You're going to say, and you might as well take a leak.
You might as well take a leak while you're at it.
I was like, what are you fucking talking about? You might as well just take a leak while you're watching that movie.
Take a leak while you're at it, motherfucker.
Okay, so that's the movie you need to watch. Okay, here's another thing that we need to, I think, go over and talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
You and I had an experience recently that was traumatizing and life-changing and very interesting, which is we saw someone get arrested by a cop on a horse.
It's true. We saw someone get arrested by a cop on a horse in Valley Glen. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's just like really suburban, kind of semi-suburban, semi-city.
Near Van Nuys.
Yeah, kind of just like not where you
bring a horse. Don't bring a horse to Valley Glen.
It was like on the sidewalk.
Yeah, like in front of like a mobile gas station.
Yeah, like and there were 3 horses.
There were 3 horses.
3 horse cops.
3 horse
and
cops.
And 1 man getting arrested.
And he was shirtless.
And here's what we learned.
We learned that if you're going to arrest a shirtless man.
And put him on a horse.
In handcuffs.
It's only going to make that guy hotter.
You're just making a criminal hotter.
Yeah, so really think about what you do.
Really think about it. And think about what you're trying to solve here.
Also think about like why the fuck you brought a horse in the first place, because like do we have to...
It's the worst type of transportation to bring to arrest somebody.
Especially when someone does not want to go.
Because my question, too, is we didn't actually see him get on the horse. No. We just saw him backing. We saw him in the same way that they have a criminal, like, face the car.
Yeah,
he was
facing
the horse's butt.
Yeah.
And, like, hands behind his back, and he's, like, facing a horse butt.
Yeah. But this isn't, like, the middle of nowhere. This is the middle of Los Angeles.
Glen.
Valley Glen.
Valley Glen. And I guess the thing is, like, do you have to call a cop backup sidekick man who has the car?
Yeah.
You have to call a car.
You have to call and be like, sorry, I fucked up and I brought the horses. I brought 3 horses, but no cars.
I brought 3 horses to arrest 1 guy in Valley Glen.
Like, what are you... and also, when the car comes, the horse is going to get spooked. I don't care if it's trained. Horses get spooked by anything. Horses are fucking... wild cards.
Horses are fucking wild cards.
Horses are wild cards.
And I'm always saying that.
I'm always screaming that under your bed when you bring a
horse. When you bring a horse to Valley Glen, you don't know what's going to happen.
When you bring 3, you're just playing with fire.
Now you're playing with fire. So it really doesn't make sense.
It is crazy. But yeah, just know that if you're ever going to arrest someone, put them in handcuffs and they're going to be shirtless, you put them on a horse, you're going to make them hotter.
Yeah, everyone on the street is just going to be like, hell yeah.
They're just going to think, yeah.
I love a criminal. Like, I don't know.
So I don't know if that's what you're aiming to do.
If that's what you're going for. I have another quick update. It's not even an update.
Yeah.
But my whole Instagram, TikTok algorithm has become the Is It Cake videos.
Oh, weird.
And I guess the thing I want to say, and maybe it's just a message for the people who make those.
Yeah.
Stop doing hands. No more hands.
Cutting into a hand?
Yep.
Oh,
no more hands. No more Is It Cake hand edition. Because they cut open a hand, it looks like a real hand, and then they're like, "It's cake," and I'm like, "What's the point of that? What is the point of that?"
That's like a nightmare.
Because I don't want to eat a hand cake.
No, I don't want to eat a hand cake, and I definitely don't want to have the micro feeling when I think you're putting a knife into someone's real hand for a millisecond.
I think let's cancel all of the Is It Cake videos.
Unless they're like...
Unless it's a cake that looks like cake.
You know what would be so good, though? If they managed to do an Is It Cake video where you open it up and it looks like you're just looking in your front camera.
And then they cut your face
open and it's cake.
Or it's just you.
And it's just you and it's you cutting your own face while looking in the front camera.
Is it cake?
On bath salts going, is it cake? Let's
if you're ever on bath salts and you want to tell us
what that's like. If you're ever on bath salts and you want to tell us if it's cake.
Wait, have you tried? I was just about to ask you if you've tried bath salts.
No.
I know you haven't.
No, I would on the podcast.
Oh wait, should we do bath salts?
I wouldn't do it in regular life, but I would do it on the podcast.
Remember how we did that one episode where Shane was like reffing us and we were drunk? What if we did one where he was reffing us and we were on bath salts?
It would be amazing to bring Shane back and only ever have him be sober when we were on different substances, like annoying the fuck out of him.
Poor Shane.
He's the sweetest man.
He's so sweet and I feel like we scare him so much.
But like when a guy is sweet, that's like the funniest thing to do.
Every time someone...
Because he knows we love him and he knows that it's, but you know, it's just like some people are funny to
when someone's
he's just a sweetheart.
When someone is really sweet, there is something just so funny about being really weird at them.
Just being like so infuriating.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what that is. Do you have that desire?
I don't want to do it. There's certain people I don't want to do it to. There's certain people that I'm like, like even if they're nice, but I don't know them that well, I don't want to do that.
Right.
Unless I'm on my bath salts.
Right, of course. Well, then anything goes. You could bring a horse to Valley Glen if you're on your bath salts.
I could that's maybe what happened.
Wait.
What if all the horses and all of their men who couldn't
put the criminal together again
were on bath salts?
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah.
Wait, they were.
Do you think if a cop gets drunk and they can't drive,
that they'd have to take a horse?
Have to take a horse?
Yeah, that's why all of the horse cops are on the horses.
What is the DUI for being on a horse?
Like if you get pulled over on a horse.
And you're drunk.
Yeah. What is the test?
No, what is the crime?
What is the crime?
RUI, riding under the influence?
Yeah. RIU? RUI? Sorry, I just said it wrong.
Riding influence under.
Riding influence under?
Yeah.
I'm on bath salts.
That's beautiful.
No, I do think that must be a crime. Also, what happens if your horse is on bath salts?
I think then it cancels it out.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're fine. I think if you're drunk and the horse is drunk, or if you're inebriated and the horse is inebriated, it cancels it out because you're both on the same wavelength.
You're essentially sober. You're essentially sober.
It. Yeah, it's like... So I think you're fine, actually. Do you think a cop on a horse has ever pulled over another cop on a horse?
They have to, for me. They have to because I need to see that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, I think it's a horse cop's constitutional right to pull over another horse cop.
Yeah, no, I think a drunk horse cop should always feel comfortable pulling over a drunk horse cop.
Absolutely, I agree.
Are we going to talk about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives at all?
I do think we probably should because we do have like a really cool update for you.
Yeah, we've got some crazy updates.
So, if you're not watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, why aren't you? I need you to.
You got to do it.
I need you to, unfortunately.
You got to do it. And it'll go by so fast.
It'll go by so fast.
And even if you just watch the first couple of episodes, just so you know what swig is.
Yeah, it's a simple, we're going to just explain it to you really quickly. It's really easy.
Yeah.
It's all of these young moms who are Mormon who live in Utah. They have a thing called Mom Talk where they all dance kind of sexy. And they're trying to...
And they lip sync shit.
They lip sync.
They dance with their kids and they do all that shit.
And they're trying to change people's ideas about Mormon women.
Yeah, they're trying to make people know that like more Mormon women can be swingers.
Right. Well, that's the other thing. So they have also, since Mom Talk has started, it has been brought to the attention of many that some of them were swinging.
Yeah, and if you don't know about this...
It just makes for a really excellent television show.
Yeah, everyone knows about this.
Everyone knows about this. But what you need to know about it is there are two things in the show that have become kind of lore of the show.
Yeah.
And lore of maybe Mormon culture in Utah.
Yeah, in general, yeah.
Which is there are these soda shops called Swig.
Right.
And they're essentially Mormon Starbucks.
Yep.
Because Mormons cannot have coffee.
Yep.
So they'll go to these soda shops and they will get like a Dr. Pepper with like six pumps of coconut and 7 pumps of raspberry and 5 pumps of sugar-free pineapple.
And the best order is the one where this girl orders something and it's like a bunch of different pumps of diet syrup in a drink. And the base, they ask her if she wants still or sparkling water.
Which means you can go to Swig in Utah and get a cup of tepid still water.
With a bunch of pumps of diet syrup into it and coconut cream.
That is the
And I am this
worst.
close to doing that.
No.
What if I get the worst? So I'm going to go to a Swig.
Because Olivia's going to Utah.
I am going to Utah.
So what we are trying...
I have to go experience it.
Yeah, so she needs to go experience Swig. But the other thing she needs to experience, and
More
she
importantly,
is... Another thing on the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Jizz hair.
Jizz hair. There is a hair salon called Jizz
Run
Hair.
by one of the women. It's Jay-Z, but there's like a big line in the middle that
Which
looks
is
like
an eye.
And it just looks like it says Jizz hair.
And the thing is, it does. To me, it does.
It looks like Jizz hair, and she's like, I think, been open about the fact that she thinks it's funny that people call it Jizz hair.
And it is Jizz hair. And Olivia is going to Jizz hair.
I'm going to Jizz hair. I'm going to get a blowout at Jizz hair because here's the thing.
You need
to
get
jizz in my hair. And every time I say I'm going to, Syd will be like, you're going to Jizz hair. And I'm like, yeah, I need to get jizz in my hair. I'm going to get jizz in my hair.
And then also, when you put the two together, the two elements of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Swig and Jizz, Swig my jizz.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Sydney.
And so Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Swig my jizz.
That's beautiful. That's
and
so pretty.
I really love it.
No, I literally was in a Halloween store purchasing a bow tie the other day.
For me.
For you. Oh my God, I have to tell you about the woman I met at the Halloween store. She was amazing.
Who?
She's this iconic woman that we have to actually bring on the podcast. I would absolutely.
Will you ever see her again?
I followed her.
Okay,
on Instagram.
perfect.
Yeah. I think we should bring her on. I think she's the third member of our girl gang.
Great.
She is 70-something, 73 or something. She's fucking iconic.
Oh, that's right in my wheelhouse.
And she worked with a bunch of Playboy people in the day.
Hell yeah.
She is... You would love her, actually.
I know I would, because the way you're describing her is someone that I want to get to know romantically.
Yeah.
I love an old woman. Like, an old woman is my sweet spot.
I love that for you.
Just not romantically. I just said that to be silly.
Yeah.
But I mean platonically, an old woman is my sweet spot.
And you never know.
And you never know, I guess.
You never know. No, but I said on the phone to you, you were like, yeah, you're going to Jizz hair. And I was like, I'm going to get jizz in my hair, which is the automatic response I have every single time.
Yep.
And and I just realized I said that out of context, and there were like so many like 10 to 13-year-olds around me.
Ugh,
and I was like, fuck me. Like, they are just old enough to maybe know what I just said.
They know.
Yeah. Yeah.
They know. They're 13, they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to have that woman on. That would be great.
Yeah, I would love it. She's an icon.
Speaking of saying things out of context, last night I went to the Joni Mitchell concert at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then on Wednesday I went to Charlie XCX because this week was crazy
concert
for me.
Week. It was concert week.
Yeah, I saw Joni and Charlie in the same week because I am a woman of culture. And
that's
I
beautiful.
do love women whose names end with an I. Joni, Charlie, call me Sydney with an I.
Yeah.
And I just think they're both so brat in their own way.
Yeah.
But I did see Joni Mitchell last night, and it took me an hour and a half to find a ride home, and I was just like standing out in front of the Magic Castle, like waiting to get a ride. But you know that thing that happens when something is stuck in your head and you just keep singing it?
Yes.
And I was like right near Hollywood Boulevard and just kept going, when you fuck me, it's crazy.
Yeah, and then you did that all today.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you're upset? It's when you know that the line from Talk Talk with Charlie, and after the Joni Mitchell concert, all of these 16, 70-year-old women are like walking by, and I'm just standing there looking at like the sky and looking around for like a car and being like, when you fuck me, it's crazy.
That's so beautiful.
And it was truly disturbing.
I think that's great.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. A very exciting news coming up. I don't know if
we've started everything by being like, and so here's something exciting.
And it's nothing. And it's truly nothing.
But this one is exciting.
Yeah.
Because we're starting a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to explain?
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Love Island. Probably not.
It's very underground.
But the thing about Love Island is that every season starts out with a starting 6, right? So there's
6 islanders.
Sometimes there's a starting 8, but there's 6 islanders, usually 3 men, 3 women.
Usually they couple up.
Usually there's a starting 8 or a starting 10. We could do a starting 8 if we want.
But the way we play this game is starting 6.
We play it starting 6, yeah.
So we made up this game, which we've been really enjoying, and you can play it at home.
Yeah.
Where it's you find your own Love Island starting 6. You pick out 6 people from anything. And it's designed for you.
Yeah.
What would you enjoy watching Love Island? Who would be the most entertaining starting 6 for just you?
Exactly.
So we were thinking, like, it would be so fun if we played this game on the podcast.
Yep.
And then we could come back to it throughout episodes.
Almost like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of like fantasy league style thing where we add a new bombshell into the villa and we talk about who's coupling up with who. And, we don't know what's going to happen. No. I don't even know who you're pitching for your starting
I don't know either because I haven't thought of anything.
Oh my God, amazing.
So I think that this is going to be our own version of Love Island that we can come back to and keep up with.
Yeah, 100%.
So welcome to Syd and Olivia's Love Island
for you.
Okay, cut the music. We are in the villa.
Oh my gosh, who's the host?
Oh my God, the host is, let's say it at the same time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, Mark R. Wahlberg. Is it Mark L. Wahlberg?
Mark L. Wahlberg.
Mark L. Wahlberg from Temptation Island. And you said Young Sheldon?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's them together.
Okay, beautiful.
So Mark L. Wahlberg.
So if you don't know who Mark L. Wahlberg is, he
is the host of Temptation Island.
Yeah, and he's not Mark Wahlberg. He's a different guy named Mark Wahlberg, and he has very piercing blue eyes.
And it is wild.
Yeah.
Mark L. Wahlberg.
Yeah.
So Mark L. Wahlberg and Young Sheldon,
who, as we all know, is like an immortal, like demonic.
You already know this.
He's not a child. He's
not a child. He's just like
old.
a ghost.
But yeah.
And so those two are hosting Love Island.
Yeah. So they come out, they do a little bit.
Mm-hmm. They're
it's the first time ever Love Island has been hosted by 2 hosts at the same time.
Yeah, and it's,
they do their
handshake. A dynamic duo.
They do their secret handshake. Mm-hmm. It takes 20 minutes.
They float above ground.
Yeah,
their heads spin
around
360 degrees.
They vomit black.
And then they're like, okay, let's bring out our Islanders. So the first Islander
is... You want me to pitch one?
Pitch one.
Okay. RFK's Brainworm.
Yes.
RFK's Brainworm.
Yes.
Comes out and goes... Hi, I'm RFK's Brainworm. I'm a little bit of a bad boy. I'm a little bit of a playboy. I'm 23. I'm from Essex.
I like being a little bit cheeky.
I like a little bit cheeky. I'm 23. I'm a little bit of a playboy.
Mm-hmm. And where does he usually meet? Is this a guy? Is RFK's Brainworm a guy?
Yeah.
Where does he usually meet girls out in the real world?
He usually meets girls through RFK.
Right.
So he'll make RFK go talk to women. RFK has like a lot of scandals with a bunch of different women.
And I also believe that RFK's Brainworm is essentially Ratatouille style.
Yes, 100%.
In charge of RFK, right?
Yes, 100%.
Like pulling on his brain hair.
Yeah, so RFK's there.
Oh, okay. But we're
not paying attention to him.
He's essentially just like the skin sack that had to come along.
The worm is who's on the island. And he's a little bit cheeky. He's a little bit of a bad boy.
I love that.
He's a little bit of a player.
Mm-hmm.
He has been known to pie people, to lead people on. He hasn't been in a long-term relationship.
And also, I mean, he's coming into the villa with a name. He's coming into the villa with the Kennedy name.
I know.
And sometimes that can be hard being a relative of a famous person.
Like Danny Dyer.
At Love Island.
Yeah, 100%.
We just had Odell Beckham Jr.'s brother, Cordell.
Wow.
He won, but, it's hard having, like, the name attached.
It's hard to win so much money.
Right. It's so hard to win so much money. Okay, so... RFK's Brainworm is lined up in his Tiny Widow swim trunks.
Yeah.
Tiny Widow swim trunks.
Yeah.
Next person to come out is You Love Him, I Love Him.
We love him.
Toomgis, Too Much Good Stuff.
Oh, the AM/PM mascot.
The AM/PM mascot.
That's beautiful.
If you haven't seen him, look at him now.
He's 100 feet tall. He's entirely made of snacks. His body is food.
His beard is Cheetos.
You could argue, aren't all of our bodies food? For something.
Right,
yeah.
right. Like for me, because I'm a cannibal.
For wolves, my body's food.
Yeah.
For Armie Hammer, my body's food.
Right.
But for all people, Tungis's body is food.
Yeah, Tungus is made of
His
snacks.
hair is licorice. His fupa is loose chips.
Yeah.
His upper body is bagged chips, which I think is a really interesting difference.
Yeah, he really is just like made from things you'd find on a convenience store floor.
Yeah.
And he's very tall.
Yeah, he's super tall.
So
he's got a big grumbly voice. He moves and talks very slowly.
He comes out, he has his confession. Well, first of all, obviously he daps up RFK's brainworm.
Of course. He's a jolly good guy,
He's a jolly good fellow.
He's a sweet lad.
Yeah, and then in his, his video, he goes like, "Hey, I'm Tungus. I'm 7'8".
I'm 11'4".
I'm 11'4", babes. I'm just here to meet a nice girl in the villa.
Yeah, have some fun with the lads.
Have some fun with the lads.
He's very have fun with the lads coded.
Yeah, he's like, my type is petite, brunette.
Yeah.
Maybe down for a laugh.
Yeah.
And his biggest thing is that in the past he's dated a lot of women who have tried to eat parts of his body.
Eat parts of his body.
And that's like something that's really traumatic for him.
He's trying to get away from that.
He's trying to get away from that, but he's like, I've been really trying to break my old habits, but let's see, because I'm really drawn to a bad girl.
Yeah,
and what he means by a bad girl is a girl who wants to eat him.
Yeah, okay.
So that's Tungus. Tungus comes out. Yeah.
Okay, great. Coming out third, very excited for this. It is the pile of furniture someone set on fire outside my apartment last Tuesday.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Yeah.
There's a huge pile of furniture outside my apartment. Every time someone moves out, they put a new thing in the pile. And luckily last week, someone lit the pile aflame.
Oh, good.
Now there's charred furniture in the street. And
in the villa.
And in the villa. So entering the villa, kind of like a mysterious character.
Burning pile of
furniture outside my building.
And are they floating in or are they rolled in?
Oh, I think they're like burning the ground beneath them.
Okay,
they're
great.
kind of sliding in.
Great.
Burning the ground beneath them and leaving a trail of like horrible ash.
What is the furniture pile's pronouns? I'm feeling she, her.
Yeah. 100%.
I feel like she's going for it.
Just checking. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Just checking.
It's she, her.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so this girly little loose furniture pile comes in and we see her confessional and she's like...
Yeah, she's like, I'm a little bit of a dancer.
She's like,
I'm a dancer. Hi. I'm a little bit of a wild girl.
I'm a pile of furniture.
I'm a little bit of a pocket rocket. I'm a spicy girl. And if your boy's going to mess with me, then he better just talk on to the next one. Like she's kind of doing that.
Yeah, she's like, get too close to me and you might become fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I might burn you.
Yeah. Yeah,
she just turned Australian.
Yeah, I might be. She's got an ever-shifting accent. She's like, "Oh, I might burn ya." And she's definitely like, she's a chaotic energy. She's definitely a personality hire for the show. She's definitely going to put some people in their place. But who knows? She might just find love.
Okay. Wow. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next person to come out is Glenn Close.
Oh my God.
What's
that like?
Glenn Close, she, her.
What is that like?
Glenn Close comes out and she's like, she like didn't really realize what it was. And her agent just like...
Oh, she just like doesn't even... Oh, so her whole thing is...
She's not
like,
sure why she's there.
I'm Glenn Close. I couldn't tell you why I'm here.
My Instagram career is thriving. If you haven't seen Glenn Close's Instagram, it is a delight.
Okay.
She like makes a lot of weird faces.
Love
she
that.
comes in,
is she
she's
doing
like...
that on the show?
Yeah.
Okay,
she comes in the show, she's like, I am literally... actress Glenn Close.
Okay, beautiful.
No questions at this time.
Yeah.
I am so excited, I guess, to meet someone who matches my energy.
Yeah.
Someone who matches my freak. I'm Glenn Close.
Yeah. Trying to get someone to match her freak.
Trying to get someone to match my close freak.
Yeah.
Glenn Close.
Beautiful. That's great.
And so how many is that? 4?
That's 4. We have 2 more.
Next person who walks right into the villa.
Oh my God. Should I do something expected or should I do the obvious choice or should I do a weirder one?
I think just anyone who would be good with this group.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Mr. Bean walks into the villa.
He would.
And
And he's silent.
Right as he opens his mouth to introduce himself, Scrappy-Doo bursts out of his chest.
Yeah.
And says, "I'm Scrappy-Doo." And they are sort of like RFK and the Brainworm in that they will be kind of one person
skin
through
sack.
this. A skin sack. Yeah. Scrappy-Doo will be bursting out of Mr. Bean's chest. And
he's like, "Hey, I'm Scrappy-Doo."
He's like, "Let me at him." And so his whole thing on the island is he wants to be let at him. He's coming to the island to be let at him. He wants to get in a big fight.
Yeah,
I think he is.
He's good. He's good for like from a producer standpoint. And that's what we are on this show. Is we're producers. From a producer standpoint,
no, he's
it's
so
really good.
He's so necessary because he's really he's known to start fights.
He's gonna fuck up Casa Amor.
Oh my
I can tell if he makes it that far.
If he makes it to Casa Amor,
he's gonna fuck up Casa Amor. Wow, that's gonna be really bad.
Yeah,
that's gonna be really bad.
Yeah, and then oh my god, our last.
We have this is the sixth
final,
one.
Our sixth player.
Oh my god, who should be our sixth one? Okay, our sixth person entering the villa.
Yeah.
Is you love him, I love him, we all love him.
I love him.
It's the rainbow fish.
The rainbow fish.
The rainbow fish.
From the book.
From the rainbow fish.
Book.
Yep.
Okay.
The rainbow fish.
And is he hovering? Is he in a bowl? What's he doing?
Okay, so first of all, he was not given water.
Right.
He did ask, his reps called in and were like, we need to put rainbow fish in water.
Yeah.
They did not do that, and so he is barely hanging on.
Oh my God.
He is flopping up and down, and there are like little things of water coming off of him, and he is struggling to breathe.
Right.
And he's, at this point, he's kind of like, let me die. Because I'm losing so much air.
So his whole thing is he's like, I'm rainbow fish, let me die.
Let me die. I've not been given water here.
Yeah.
I am struggling to stay alive.
Yeah.
This cruel, cruel God is keeping me alive, gasping for air.
Yeah.
And in his confessional and his like introduction, he's like, I am the rainbow fish.
That's exactly how the rainbow fish talks.
Freaking out. His body is so beautiful.
Oh my God, his body's so sexy.
He's rainbow and he's beautiful. And when he comes in, everyone in the villa is like, whoa.
I want to steal one of his scales.
I want to steal one of his scales in a sexual way.
Yeah. Well, that's beautiful.
Everyone wants to couple up with the rainbow fish, but he is
dying.
Like fully.
But maybe not for long.
Maybe
something will change. Here's the ultimate question.
Yeah.
Who's coupling up with who?
Next week, I think we have to find that out.
Next week we find out.
Right?
Okay, I think that is exactly what we do.
So to recap, we have
our
in
Love
the villa
Island starting six
are RFK's Brainworm. Immediately forgetting every single person in it. Okay, to recap, our starting six are
RFK's Brainworm, Toomgus, the AM/PM mascot, Scrappy-Doo bursting out of Mr. Bean's chest, Glenn Close, the pile of furniture someone set on fire outside my apartment,
and the dying rainbow fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tune in next week to find out who couples up with who, because that's really important.
And if you have any pitches, because like we're sharing the role of like dungeon master for this. Because we're all producers on this show.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously.
God, how could you fucking think we aren't?
So if you have any ideas of people you want to be bombshells in the villa, or just what you think should happen with our starting six,
100%.
absolutely DM us and let us know.
Well, the
or
audience can always vote too. You know,
comment
that's the Love
below.
Island rules.
Yeah, comment below who should be eliminated from the island. Should anyone be added from the island?
Who's
to
not
the
there
island?
for the right reasons?
Who's here from not the right reasons? Like you have a part in this. You are a producer.
We're very excited. Yeah, you can hit us up with casting.
Yeah. So until next time.
I've weirdly enough been Olivia.
Okay, this is going to be shocking to you.
Yeah.
I've been Syd.
Okay, that's fucking crazy.
Until next time, we're going to fucking see you next Tuesday. And
you dumb cunt.
You dumb cunt. And we will see you then, maybe even visual again. Haha, yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Sorry for lying, babe.
Sorry